Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of What Say You? I am Nugget.
I'm Sal Volcano.
And I'm Brian Quinn. And he's here. We got him. Hello.
The elusive Nugget is in studio with us today. The iconic honey bear is here.
Nugget's very busy.
Nugget have busy 2014 so far.
Your schedule makes Nugget laugh.
So he's with us for the entire hour here. And we are going to cover everything under the sun.
That's right.
And just get, Nugget's perspective on everything that's going on.
And we had Jerry Seinfeld lined up for today. He was excited.
Jerry Seinfeld does not get bumped often.
No.
Not in quite some time, I'm sure. I'm sure Seinfeld hasn't been bumped from something in 25 years.
Why should he? He's Jerry Seinfeld.
Right.
But I'll tell you who he's not. Nugget.
That's right, Nugget.
That's a very good call, Nugget.
He's not Nugget.
The demand, we knew we had to do something when last week's episode was fucking, as far as I'm concerned, brilliant.
Right.
And that's not due to us. That was due to Owen Benjamin.
Sure.
And people still complain that there was no Nugget.
Right. And, for those people, look,
sure,
we've been wanting to get Nugget in.
Right.
But like I said, it's funny that we bumped Seinfeld for Nugget today, but last week we bumped Nugget for Owen Benjamin.
Well, we were in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I guess.
We're trying our best. We always want to get around to it. We don't forget about it. But if you're really that hung up on the fact that we couldn't deliver a Nugget episode last week,
go fuck yourself. That's all. What are we going to do?
Well, there's nothing we can do about it.
Right.
We urge you to keep listening.
We want you to listen.
But seriously, go fuck yourself if that's all you can latch on to in life.
If that's what you're bringing to the table, just go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself.
Thank you, Nugget.
Nugget agrees.
Yes.
Nugget could be sweet and sour.
All right.
We're going to see what happens.
Nugget brought a comedy piece today.
Nugget, did you?
Yes.
You came prepared.
Yes.
Oh, unbelievable.
Yes.
And what is it exactly, Nugget?
It's Nugget make joke.
Okay. Well, that in and of itself is not a comedy piece, but you can make a joke.
What do you call Brian and Sal going over a cliff in a car?
I don't know, Nugget. What do you call them?
A shame. You should be able to torture them first.
Oh, Nugget.
Wow, Nugget. Jesus, all right.
Nugget, please. Nugget.
Wow, okay.
I don't...
Ha, ha, ha.
Well, depends who you are there.
Ha, 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 ha.
Nugget is a bit of a sociopath.
Wow. Okay. Psychopath. I don't even think... That's not sociopathic.
Nugget, you want to actively hurt us?
Sometimes.
What is it that we've done to you besides give you life?
It's what you have not done, Sal. It's what you will never do.
Oh, really?
You will never be a Nugget.
This is very cryptic. I'm the one who rescued you from the backstage area and risked my integrity and life bringing you through the airport security.
You did yourself a favor, not Nugget. Nugget sees through you.
Okay, Nugget. Well, you're here today. And by the way, to anyone listening,
to any new listeners, right?
Nugget is the name for the bear, the iconic.
When you buy honey,
you buy honey, the ubiquitous honey bear. When you buy honey, the plastic bear,
right? And
what happened was. Backstage, we always have certain items at our disposal when we do a show, and one of them is tea and honey, obviously, for our voices. And, when we leave the show, we barely use any of the stuff we have.
We will leave behind trays of cookies, packs of gum.
It's
aspirin. Well, aspirin's usually a hot seller. Like one of us will take the Advil.
Yeah, there's usually vegetables, a crudité, fruit, chocolate, cookies, beer. There's all sorts of soft drinks and gum and Tylenol and honey and tea.
Some Amstel Lights in there.
Yes, coffee and Jameson, Irish whiskey if you look at our Amazon wish list. And then I took the honey. I usually take the gum.
Sure.
I took the honey.
We all take a pack of gum.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they bring like 10. But you brought the honey that day.
I said, you know what? I'm going to have this honey for my house. I'm going to use honey. And I guess it was 4 ounces which is just a little bigger than you're allowed to bring on a plane.
Right.
And it was in my bag, and the guy did not notice that it was the honey at first. And I got held up for 45 minutes. They ran my bag 3 or 4 times. And then he took it, held it in the air and said, I mean, I was there. They frisked me. They brought me to another room. They took like they were holding my balls, right?
Sure.
They did all that stuff. Remember I told you the guy was like, where do you want to do this?
Right.
I was like, and he just put on gloves, and I was like, okay. And so I held up a lot of people. Like, they were running people's things through, but I was still holding everyone up. And then at the end, he spared me no expense, held up a bear and said, it was the honey. It was the honey that was in your bag that held you up for the hour, and everybody.
Right.
And he just was waving the bear in the air. And so we then went and looked up the bear, and it turns out that bear has a moniker, and it's honey.
Nugget.
No, Nugget, right. Sorry.
Nugget the bear. And we discovered that he was psychotic.
Don't make that mistake again.
That will be the last time you mistake Nugget for honey.
It's an easy mistake. I mean, I'm sorry, buddy. Okay. Jesus Christ.
Oh, all right.
So that is, and then, okay, so from that was birthed.
Enter Nugget was one of our episodes.
Enter Nugget. Yeah,
and it was a firecracker of an episode.
Yeah.
And people really latched onto Nugget, and we've been promising to bring him back ever since. Today's that day. He's been back here and there.
Today, I mean, we have since gotten hundreds of nuggets sent to us.
People bring them to the show and sign. You know what I got in the office the other day? And I don't have the name of the person, but you know who you are. Trust me, you'll know who you are. Thank you. Is somebody sent sex lubes to the office.
Okay.
But they came packaged in little Nugget bears, so it was like Nugget's little sex cousins.
Amazing. We got Nugget T-shirts made.
Oh yeah, I've worn it on a Practical Joker several times.
I have mine. Yes. We have tons of Nugget fan art.
Right.
We have Nugget Twitter accounts.
That's right.
Multiples.
And the good thing about that is there is no one, because every Nugget honey bear is a Nugget.
Is a Nugget. That's right.
So,
and I think they all share. Don't they share like a brain? Like,
yeah. It's like the Borg.
Yes.
Kind of. Yeah.
Every Nugget is the same Nugget, even though he's a different Nugget. Right.
Yes.
That's why Nugget can be everywhere at once.
That is why you can never kill Nugget.
That is why Nugget finish your sentences.
Kill one Nugget, 5 Nuggets rise in its place. All right.
The Nugget has shown himself to be a bit on edge.
Right.
He's got a dark side.
I have yet to see a light side, actually. He's just dark.
Really? I only see light side.
Right. Well, I see it as a positive, buddy. I don't mean as like, I mean that in the best way possible.
Watch mouth.
Yes.
Watch mouth
yes.
make you win.
I'm watching my mouth,
and
Nugget.
By the way.
Yes.
Why the 2 Qs?
What, on my Twitter account?
Yes.
Brian. Yes.
Quinn.
Right.
Brian Q. Quinn.
I'll tell you why. Because it was taken. Brian Quinn was taken.
Liam Neeson?
Liam Neeson?
Taken?
Yes, it was taken too.
Nugget have very specific set of skills.
I don't want to mess with him, Nugget.
So, hold on 1 second, Nugget. Easy. I'm sorry, Nugget. Hold on 1 second. So, we're back home in New York. We're back to shooting.
Yes.
It's Super Bowl week.
Uh-huh.
So we have the Super Bowl coming up.
And today is Wednesday, right?
That's correct.
Tomorrow we find out if we win the Stitcher Award for Best New Podcast, which I really hope we win. I know it's not cool to say that. It's not cool to be like, I want to win that award. You know, it's just nice to be nominated. We're up against Jeff Garlin and all that stuff, but I do want to win.
Sure, of course it would be nice. It's not wrong with saying that.
And this will be up before that. I'm going to try and get this to Declan tonight. Latest it'll be up tomorrow. It'll be up before the awards is announced, so I urge you to turn into the Stitcher Awards. I'm sure that they're going to be streaming it, and Brian Johnson is flying out to San Francisco.
Yeah, Brian Johnson from Comic Book Men and Tell Him Steve Dave,
right?
Another podcast.
Because Tell Him Steve Dave is also up for Best Overall Podcast, so they're flying him out to present an award, and if we win, he's going to accept the award for us.
On our behalf. This is a physical ceremony. This is like a cool, real thing.
Yeah, if we weren't shooting, I'd go.
And by the way, Stitcher is pretty dope.
Oh my God, yeah.
I have the app, and I've been kind of searching for podcasts on my own besides Tell them Steve Dave and ours.
Right.
And I found a few that I like, and it's just so awesome, the app. You just like,
yeah.
This is not even, they didn't even say to do that, but
no.
Like I just have been using it, and it's like at the touch of a button, and like you find anything, and it just streams automatically. It's all free. It's like the coolest thing.
It's pretty awesome. And recently they announced that, I think it's BMW is, and I mean, as one goes, I'm sure the logo is installing Stitcher into their radios. So you'll be able to just access, like, finally podcasts will be in cars at the touch of a button.
So you don't have to play it off your own phone run it through your own thing.
Isn't that great?
That is really cool.
That's pretty fucking great.
Yeah, because one of the things that I love, no matter what, if I have 5, traffic's my most hated thing in life.
Of course.
In life.
Right.
With a half-hour traffic, 5 hours of traffic, if I turn on Stern during traffic, it's a game changer for me.
Yes.
It makes it completely bearable, because I can listen to that man talk.
Yeah.
Ad nauseum, right? So, and I find that podcasts that I really like, I find that it's been helping as well. So that's really, really, really cool.
Well, you've been listening to you've been talking about these guys a lot.
Yes, I've been talking about the Pete and Sebastian show.
Right.
That's 2 comedians, Pete Corielli and Sebastian Maniscalco, both really funny guys that I was familiar with before the podcast. Pete, I've known about for years. He's a super funny dude. And they're both really funny. That like they come from a very specific background. Like they're like Pete's like a rough and tumble type of guy. He's got a heavy accent. Sebastian's got a heavy accent. He's from Chicago. They're about our age.
Okay.
Pretty sure. I'm not sure about Pete. Sebastian grew up Catholic like us. Like there's a lot of stuff in his comedy that I can relate to about him and his family and growing up. But yeah, I've been talking them up. Sebastian has a show on Netflix. His newest 1-hour special called "What's Wrong with People" that I told you was one of the best stand-up specials I've seen since. I mean, well, put aside Stanhope's because that was unbelievable.
Sure,
but maybe since "Killing Him Softly," like Dave Chappelle. Like it was so to me, it was unbelievable. I told everybody about it. I got my family hooked. So I went and I listened to the podcast, and it has grown on me, and I freaking love the podcast.
Yeah, you will be like, because we fly a lot of places. We do these live shows with the Tenderloins every other weekend. And on planes, like I'll just look over because we don't often sit together and play. Like we like to spread out if possible.
Yeah.
And I'll just hear you laughing so hard from like 2 rows back. You'll be dying.
Yeah.
And then when we get off the plane, you'll tell me the story, and I'm sure it's not as funny as listening to them tell it.
Yeah.
Although you're a very good storyteller. But it will make, like, I'll be like, motherfucker, that sounds so good. I just haven't had time to.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? They literally just talk about their lives. But it's great because, as all comedians will vouch, that's where all your material comes from.
Right.
That's the source, but it's not like, I think, like, we extrapolate a little further and we have, we do different things. But for the most part, you just get to know their real lives, their wives, their families, what's going on.
That's
and
great.
It's just their take on,
right.
It's just them bullshitting. But they're so funny.
They're just good at it.
That's great. Yeah. So I urge you guys to check that one out. Okay. I hope I run into those guys. They're just really funny guys.
Cool.
But they don't have Nugget.
No. No, they do not.
We should put together some of Nugget's greatest hits. Or we should have Nugget like read a script or like maybe a piece of literature that's saying just something.
What, like act out the Big Lebowski or something?
Yes, and then have someone illustrate it.
Oh my God, that would be great. That'd be awesome.
Don't fuck with the Nugget.
We have a lot of a lot of people have been asking for what Say You t-shirts and Nugget t-shirts. And we're working on it. We're kind of trying to follow the model that we did with Tell 'em Steve Dave, which is like, there's no need to bang it over the head. You know what I mean? Like this, we're not on a cash grab.
Right.
We wouldn't be doing anything like that to make money because you really don't make money off that side.
Right.
So we're just kind of slowly going forward and making sure that these things are done right.
We want the right graphics, the right logos,
right.
the right quality.
Sure. It's just not a cash grab. So these things are coming. We appreciate them. We want to hear from you that you want them, or else we wouldn't make them. But please just be patient with us because they're coming.
We got a Nugget diorama, right?
Oh my God, yeah. It's in my house. It's in my living room.
Yeah.
God, explain it. I'll put a picture of it up after the episode comes out on our Twitter feed, which is @WhatSayYouPod.
Oh, and I wanted to give you the pictures of the hotel room too to put up. Maybe we could get Declan to put them up on whatsayoupodcast.com like he put up the other videos.
Yeah, he'd probably be good for that.
Yeah, I know I need to do that. I don't forget.
Okay.
But it was it's a rectangular glass, like a plexiglass case.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. It's almost like if you bought a baseball and you wanted to preserve it, you would buy one of these plexiglass cases. But it's somewhere between
mouthful of marble.
Sorry, Nugget.
Diction is very important to Nugget.
Oh.
Dot your I's and cross your T's.
It's just hard to...
Plexiglass.
Okay. What was that, Nugget?
Plexiglass. What did you say?
Well, did you just mess up and you're trying to cover up by saying you were quoting me?
I was mocking you.
Well, that wasn't the word I messed up, Nugget. Was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Plexi blah 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 blah
Okay.
blah.
All right. Sorry.
Plexiglass marbles.
Just ends it with marbles. Your diction is unacceptable. Oh, sorry.
Nugget, that's going to happen throughout this episode, so please bear with him.
So it's a plexiglass case, and in it somebody made like a diorama, almost like you would make in like
grammar school project of his natural. Explain what was in it.
It's a grass setting with a park bench with a nugget, she got a tiny nugget honey, put a sun hat on him for some reason, which I thought was fucking great. That was actually my favorite detail, that she chose to put a sun hat on him.
That's great.
Has him reading books, which I don't remember what the books are at the moment, but I don't think that they were anything like How to Kill a Human or anything like that. But nearby, well, why don't you explain that? Like there was a little wheelbarrow.
What was it?
With a, you know how like wooden mannequins?
Yes.
She found a tiny wooden mannequin and had it stabbed with scissors.
Oh, amazing.
So Nugget's just having a day in the park reading books, stabbing effigies of who I assume is Sal.
Could be you. Could be both of you.
Maybe the other body was dissolved in lye already. You are not to know.
I mean, why would you hurt us at all? We're the only ones who give you a platform.
Some things are beyond your comprehension.
Okay. All right. I don't want to know much more than that.
And hatred blots out logic sometimes. I mean, there's no mysteries when it comes to Nugget, is there? So she presented it to us at one of our shows in what town we're in. I don't know. I don't even know.
You're asking me? I don't remember when you came into my house. A human goldfish.
And we do get a lot of gifts backstage. But this one really stood out.
I mean, the time, energy, effort, creativity, originality, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And it was a bear to get home because it was delicate, and you know, we've learned to travel light because we just every night's at another fucking hotel and all that shit. So I was carrying this thing around for 2 days to get it home safely, and it's now in my living room. We're gonna build a studio. That's the plan.
Yes.
For us, and we're gonna put this and any other like cool little things like that up in the studio. But for now, it's in my living room, and every time I leave the house, I have a bowl where I put my keys, and it's right next to it. So every time I leave the house, I see it. It's so, and I will put a picture up on What Say You at What Say You Pod tonight. So I had Did you have a topic? Did you have a What Say You? Because I had something.
No, I mean I have I have what's going on right now.
Okay.
Nothing. Not really. I'll let you go. I mean,
well, we can do both. I mean, there's no.
Yeah. I don't have anything in particular.
Okay, because I revealed something on Twitter today that I thought I was going to get mocked for, but I didn't yet. And but I've had this odd dream for the past year, not like a fantasy, like a life goal for the last year that I've only in the past month been telling people about.
Okay.
It's not outrageous or anything like that, but I really would like to open a pickle company.
Okay. I know you love pickles. I know that.
I love pickles, man. I down them like crazy.
Yeah. And pickles are delicious. I'll give you that too.
They're delightful.
I love it. They're way full of sodium.
They are, but
but bread and butter pickles. You got your dill. You got sweet and sour.
And that's only
you
like
got your gherkin.
the supermarket standard. If you go into the boutique pickle world, I mean, it's endless.
Yeah, you got to watch Shark Tank.
Oh, they talk pickles?
I think there was a pickle guy.
Listen, I don't think I'm going to revolution. I'm not going to say like in my heart of heart, and I'm a little embarrassed talking about it right now because I'm dead serious about this. I don't know what got in me, but like I think as a kid, like you know how some stores would have those giant barrels, fake barrels, and in it would just be pickles.
Yeah,
they always fascinated me.
Yeah,
and I would go to stores and I would just look at the pickles floating around in there and be like,
for a while, I
want to do that
at the bar that I used to be with. There, we made our own pickles.
You made your own pickles?
Yeah. My boy Jordan.
Really?
Jordan Bunn, you know.
Oh, yeah, of course. I know Jordan.
He's
exactly the guy that would make.
He's the guy.
Yeah. Jordan worked at like a commune for like a year.
Peace, love, and happiness, dude.
Yeah.
And he used to make like tahini and you know, he used to make like Mediterranean platters and all this like healthy, like organic vegan stuff. And then he would make the pickles. And the pickles were delicious. It takes time.
Yeah, it takes time.
But I will tell you this, though. I will tell you from avidly watching Shark Tank.
Right.
And watching tons of boutique food businesses come through there. It is a 24/7, 365.
Well, let's talk about that. Why? What is it? Like, what do they do on? What are they talking about on Shark Tank? Are they want to open a store?
No, man. Even if it's just online, wholesale, like whatever it is, like I mean, you have to build a brand and build a company and build an infrastructure and build a product and have quality control and be there 24/7, man.
Yeah, I think I'm not talking about now. I'm talking about later in life.
Like a retiree.
Yeah, I think so. I think like,
but that's still hard work. But if you love it,
right?
You know.
Or even like I don't even know if the plans have to be that grand. Like every year, can it be like, oh my god, they're having a market in Union Square.
Oh, you can do
maybe like a homebrew pickle thing.
You could probably do something like that. You might have to get some packaging. You might have to get past a couple of like.
Sure.
I don't know if you could just make a pickle in your home and then sell the pickles. You probably can too. Depends on how lax the farmer's market is. But you could definitely sell a farmer's market.
That's what I'm thinking.
Some farmer's markets, though, believe it or not, like my friend Dominic, who was on last week, he started out in farmer's markets, and you got to be accepted in because they do quality control for the market.
Right.
So, yeah, you definitely know. Well, are you sure you're not just hungry?
No, I am hungry. Do you have pickles here? Are there pickles here?
I might have a couple pickles, yeah.
Because, no, it's not. It's a real passion, dude. It's a real fucking... I don't think... Because I'm a little embarrassed by it. You know what I mean?
Why?
Like, I don't know. It's like, it's silly to be... Before we got on TV, like before you and I got on TV, when I wanted to be a writer, you know what I mean? It's dubious if I am a writer now, but let's just say I am, right? And then but like to say that, it was just kind of like I'm never that person that's just like I know what I'm doing. Like I know the way. I will get there. My dream above all else. I've never been that guy. I've always been the guy that's like, oh, I kind of like to do it. I hope I get to do it. Blah blah blah. So here I am, and I'm right back at square one. Like I just want to build a pickle business. I don't know why. I don't know what I would call it. I don't know what I would do. I don't know why pickles reach out to me, but what was that, Nugget?
Pickle.
Honey flavored pickles?
Pickles. Dreams are for the weak. Face your realities. Don't drown them in dill.
So you're saying, wait, what am I drowning in dill?
I'd like to spearhead this now and tell you it's an exercise in futility.
Oh, no.
Pickle company. Look at yourself.
Yeah?
You do not belong in a pickle company.
Well, what type of person?
Silence!
It's fucking harsh, man.
I will not tolerate insolence.
Your nonsense is turning my stomach, and it is made of honey. It is hard to turn a honey stomach, but your ridiculous pickle dream has done it. Please die.
Oh. That's harsh.
Wow.
That's harsh. I mean, we're just trying to... I mean, you just have to foster your friends' hopes and dreams, no?
Well, there's your word. There's your problem. the word friend.
Do you have no friends, Nugget?
I have many friends. They are all named Nugget.
I see what's going on here.
Well,
Nugget, what if another Nugget wanted to open a pickle company?
I would give my heart and soul
I see.
support his pickle dreams. But that is a Nugget. That is not you.
Wow, so you're a racist, essentially.
He is a racist, right? Yes, I am. Wow. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
Bingo.
On the nose, stupid. Oh, wow.
All right. Well, so Nugget is okay. All right.
Ugh.
But he's an equal opportunist when it comes to racism.
It appears he just hates everybody.
He hates the human race.
Right. The only one I could tolerate is James Murray. Oh, Nugget, no, Nugget, you go too far.
Oh my goodness, that is enough.
Oh, Nugget, now you're stating your own character with statements like that.
He's the only funny one.
Nugget,
his appearance on Conan was excellent.
Nugget, we're a team. Come on.
You should reevaluate that statement.
All right, hold on. All right.
Wow.
Jeez.
All right, let's get this.
Wait, where were we? Oh, we do pickle gum.
Yeah.
We should look up. Let me see. Let's see
Okay.
if there's any gourmet. By the way, let's follow. You got your own thing? Can we follow Pete and Sebastian?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
Follow Pete and Sebastian's show, and then we'll follow Pete and we'll follow Sebastian.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to look up if there's a pickle company.
How about this? I already followed one today because I had a complete jar of McClure's pickles today.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I had 6 entire, not Spears, 6 entire spicy pickles today.
No.
Dude, I did because we were.
That is so much sodium.
I know, but we were writing for the show and it was just in front of me, so I just kept eating them, and all my pickles dreams they were coming out, and I just fucking kept eating. And I went online and they don't go on that often of their pickle company. What do they need with Twitter? But I wrote. Wow, what do you got?
I got good shit. Go ahead.
But I wrote that I ate a whole jar of pickles. I haven't heard from them, but
McClure's. Okay, first of all,
they wait. McClure's retweeted me.
Yes.
Hey! All right.
See, tiny victory, Nugget.
Wow. That's what you call a victory?
Okay, that's true. Baby steps.
Wow.
Well, here's what I just did.
Okay, what'd you do? I
typed in just into Google gourmet pickle company.
Okay.
And one of the very first results one of the very first results. Why gourmet pickles aren't a good business.
What? Who wrote that, Nugget?
And then it goes on. This is the businessinsider.com. Why Shark Tank investors had absolutely no interest in a gourmet pickle business.
Go ahead, tell me.
Oh, and look at this. Okay. So this is all tied in. First of all, the first thing that comes up when I typed in gourmet pickle company is Linnaeus gourmet pickles.
Okay, Linnaeus.
And then there's Susie Cuke's gourmet pickles, which I think I've also seen. Or Kooks, whatever the name is, Kook. And then San Francisco Pickle Company, and then Gunner and Jack's. And then all of a sudden, it goes right to Shark Tank. Shark Tank success stories, Linnaeus gourmet pickles.
So, okay.
There's 2 articles here. One says Shark Tank success story about Linnaeus, and one says why they weren't interested in Linnaeus. So let's get to the bottom of it. At first glance, Linnaeus Gourmet Pickles, one of the contending businesses on this week's Shark Tank, looks like a pretty good business. They've seen very impressive growth in their first year. But according to the Sharks, their pricing and product choices mean the business is set to crash into an inevitable ceiling.
Oh, fuck you!
Well, listen to Sharks. Sharks King of Sea.
The very personable Linnea Schneller and Allie Cullinane, friends from Tacoma, Washington, based the product on a secret family recipe from one of their grandmothers.
Okay.
The business showed potential, with $144,000 in sales in its first year and products available in 26 states.
Okay, so they're doing it right.
Plus, they had a meeting with Target lined up. That charm didn't last long, however. When they asked for $125,000 for a 20% stake in the company, the Sharks broke down step by step why Linnaeus Gourmet Pickles didn't have the growth potential to be a major player. Price is the problem. The pair's gourmet pickles sell for about $6.99 at retail and $4 wholesale.
That's too much?
In comparison, the average jar of pickle costs $3 to $3.50 in supermarkets.
Right.
Okay? That's one. The moment that price differential is revealed, the shark started to turn. You just walked into a huge risk, said Kevin O'Leary. That's Mr. Wonderful if you watch the show.
Okay.
Why would Target put a $7 jar on the shelves when the market is $3? The pair's defense is that their price is in line with other specialty retailers. But they've had a hard time explaining why their product is so different from any other. They also couldn't explain how they'd get past making a product that can be pretty easily imitated or replicated by someone with deeper pockets for cheaper.
Okay.
Do you have anything that's so different? People going to say, wow, Mark Cuban asks. They said they appeal to a gourmet high-end audience, but that market simply isn't that big, the shark said. And beyond competitors, anyone with the time and initiative can make pickles on their own at home for a tiny fraction of the price.
Nobody's doing that. Nobody's doing that. That's a nonsense thing to say.
Okay. The business fundamentally hit a ceiling, said Mark Cuban. The pair described their strategy as attempting to explode into the market and get distribution quickly, but the sharks believe they won't be able to get anywhere near challenging a big competitor without getting knocked out.
Okay. Here's the thing. It sounds like they already have a successful pickle business going. These guys are just saying they hit the ceiling on it. But that doesn't mean you can't live below that ceiling in a comfortable place, right?
Well, they want to grow. I mean, that's the point of the business, right?
Well, not if you're a retired... Not if you're a retired guy, not like myself, then
You're just doing it for just gonna throw money into it and do it for fun?
No, but you could make a certain amount of money. You just, you like any profit.
Just like someone, like, let's say we walk into a deli here in Staten Island or New York City, and sometimes there's like gourmet cookies or lollipop cakes or something at the register.
Right.
And it's a local lady that's selling them, wrapping them, and bringing them to the stores.
That's right.
And she's just making, a few $100 a week.
Right.
Is that what you mean?
What's going on?
Okay. I normally don't ever answer the goddamn door.
This has got to be FedEx or something, right?
I don't know.
Well, are we going to have a surprise guest on the show right now?
Who is it? Oh, it is. Oh, hey. All right.
What'd you get?
I got a bunch of packages from UPS.
Yeah, all right.
Whoa.
Anything good?
All right. Yeah.
Wow, how much did you fucking order? That's like 4 packages.
This is my downstairs neighbor. This is for my downstairs neighbor.
Okay.
This is for my downstairs neighbor. And this is for my downstairs neighbor.
Oh, okay.
They're all for the guy downstairs. Okay. I'll get it to him. All right.
Nice.
All right, no problem. I fucking hate UPS. You know that?
Really?
Dude, they do this shit to me all the fucking time.
Okay.
He goes, I'm not the regular guy, bro. Sorry. It's 4 packages for the guy that lives downstairs.
Right.
I have a sign on my door that says, hey, if I'm not home, don't leave the packages in front of the house.
Okay.
People steal the packages.
Right. I see it. You have to read it every time you show up to your house.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of that and I'll put it online.
Right, okay.
And all they do is they ring the bell and run. They ring and run.
Right.
It's absurd.
Oh, he's not the regular guy, bro.
But okay, first of all, he's not the regular guy. His excuse is that he didn't bring it to my downstairs neighbor because he didn't know the distinguish between him or me.
Sure.
Fine. Let's say he thought they were mine. The freaking signs on the door that says, don't leave packages at the door. People are stealing them. He left 4 packages at the door. By the time I got to the door, he was in the truck pulling away.
Right.
What kind of shit is that?
It's not the regular
guy. I'll put UPS
guy.
on blast right now. To all hundreds of you. I had enough of this stuff.
Bo Bunny, mo problems, son.
Maybe we should follow UPS and tweet at them that they what? More money, more problems. You have to have money to get a package. They're not even my packages.
Bo Money, mo problems, son.
All right, Nuggets.
Deal with your packages.
They're not my packages.
Deal with your neighbor's packages.
I am dealing with them.
That is what happens when you allow people into your life, Sal. You're best to kill your neighbor and claim his packages as your own.
I'm not going to kill anyone, Nugget. I'm not going to kill anyone, okay?
Well, then deliver the packages, bitch, and stop your whining. Wow.
All right, I will bring the packages down. All right? Bring them downstairs.
Jesus Christ. Okay, but...
All right, well...
So maybe I need a gimmick? Maybe that's what they're saying. Like, what differentiates my pickles from other people's pickles?
Well, Well, let me just read to you.
Maybe I need like a good jingle, like a good pickle jingle.
I mean, well, the product's going to speak for itself, but there's a lot of good pickles out there. It's a tough market to break into.
Sure. But I think that, like, my expectations are tempered. I don't want to be the next fucking, who's the major pickle guy out there, I just want to be a pickle guy. I don't want to be the pickle guy.
Well, listen to this. Linnaeus Gourmet Pickles started with a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo.
Really?
Yes, and it started in July, ended in August, and by September they were on Shark Tank.
Huh.
Wow. All right.
Can we have a pickle? Have Quint's pickle in your mouth? What do you think?
No.
No?
Yes, that's perfect. Do it. You have Nugget's blessing. Have Quinn pickle in your mouth.
Nugget, don't steer him wrong. That's clearly a bad jingle.
You don't think that's a catchy jingle?
I love it.
Have Quinn's pickle in your mouth. There you go.
I would buy many. I think that you should do it and not worry at all.
I gotta rethink this.
Tell children. Market specifically to children.
Okay.
Make millions.
Okay. All right. I'll go back to the drawing board on that one, I guess.
I mean, I support you. I just think that you
do. I know you do, but
I think that you might be more interested in making your own pickles. Think about that.
Okay.
You become a pickle connoisseur. You make your own batches. You hand them out to friends and family. You experiment. But then to go into a business where you have to worry about,
right.
I think that's the part.
Yeah, but I like the idea of like walking into like a lab or a warehouse with just like rows of barrels of pickles and being like, "Those are my pickles, man."
well, I mean, hey.
Listen, why don't I try this? I'll try making my own pickles. That's step
Small
one.
batch.
And then from there, I'll grow to the farmer's market. And be happy with the farmer's market if that's all it goes.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
We should make pickles.
Let's make pickles.
We should make pickles.
What say you pickles?
Yeah.
We'll make like a limited batch.
How about this?
Okay.
How about this?
All right.
How about, because it's going to take a little of our time and we don't have that much time.
Sure.
How about we toil with it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we make a batch or two and we get it right.
Right.
And we bring our pickles, or your pickles.
Well, if we're making pickles, let's make pickles.
Sure. We bring them to March 7th to the Gallagher show to let our listeners try the pickles.
All right, let's do that. Is anybody coming to that show?
I don't know.
I haven't seen anybody. Nobody's been on Twitter saying that they're coming to the show.
No one. March 7th, Gallagher's Last Smash. And we almost
couldn't go.
Again.
Now we're going.
We're going again. No. But we almost couldn't go again.
Right.
We're going to do the Westbury show.
Right.
And now that's flip-flop twice already.
That's right.
But maybe we'll see. That's March 7th, so that gives us 5 weeks.
Okay.
To make some pickles.
All right, let's do it.
I mean, you can make, you buy 20, we can make pickles easily.
Right. How many people are coming? So far none. So let's say we make a batch of 25 pickles.
Right.
That's enough.
Yeah.
All right.
But we have to try, there's going to be R&D here. We got to try it, throw a bunch out, try it, throw a bunch out.
That's absolutely right.
I think they need a few days or more to get ready.
I'm going to do research. I'm going to have these answers. I'll have these answers very shortly.
We'll hand them out and our listeners will decide whether you should go into this business.
I love it.
All right.
Should I be this excited that, by the way, What Say You Pod is up to 15,500 followers.
That's terrific.
That's fucking really good, man.
Yeah.
We're spoiled a little bit because we're on TV and they put our Twitter feed up there every week. So it's like we get followers.
And we get followers.
Right. But it's hard to get followers on Twitter. You know what I mean?
Right.
On Twitter's. Oh, sorry, Nugget. So.
Nugget have multiple accounts.
I know, Nugget.
Many followers.
Why?
People follow Nugget for Nugget Revolution.
People follow Nugget. Or else.
Or else what? I mean, we're not talking genocide here, are we?
We're not ruling out genocide. Wow.
All right.
Should I be this excited that McClure's Pickles has followed me?
No.
Because they said, thanks, man. I think you broke out Twitter in the good way. 11 minutes ago. 10 minutes ago, they said, when you retire, give us a holler.
Oh, they broke your Twitter, meaning like you sent a lot of people.
I guess I got some people over at McClure's Twitter.
Oh, that's cool. I thought they were just following you back because a lot of corporate businesses just follow you back.
These guys are in. Like, I'm excited by that.
I just saw McClure's Pickles somewhere. I forget where.
It's so good.
You're making me want pickles now.
I mean, you want me to look in your fridge, see if we got some pickles?
Yeah, I have pickles, but they're shit pickles.
I mean, any pickle in storm. Where is this?
You're going to want to go back left, possibly?
I got it. Let me tell you.
There should be a couple of jars.
There's two. All right.
Yeah, but they're stiff as shit, man.
Yeah, they're shitty pickles. Here's what I did. I had some shitty pickles in my house.
Yeah.
When I was done with the McClure's, I took the bad pickles out, put them in the McClure juice, and they're in my fridge right now. I'm in, dude.
Hey, I wonder if we could take a cucumber, drop it in Well, you're spilling pickle juice everywhere. That's not good for anybody.
Hey, watch yourself.
Spill pickle juice on Nugget.
What the fuck, bro? How long have he been here?
You're being quite.
Wait, I can't eat
quite the pickle.
There's a half-eaten pickle floating around in that one. I can't.
Oh, that's just broken. I would never eat it. But this is a sweet gherkin.
Right.
Could we take a cucumber, drop it in that pickle juice for a few weeks, and it becomes a pickle? No.
I don't think so. Maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna find out.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. I know you guys don't like it when we eat on mic, but I mean, look, there's a time and place for pickles, and
this is a really oddly sweet pickle. It tastes like a dessert almost. This literally tastes like a dessert.
Yeah, it was a sweet gherkin.
Yeah. Pickle.
Yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry about this, guys. I mean, if you're not home, go into your fridge right now trying to get a pickle.
Grab a pickle. I mean,
grab a pickle.
That's what we hope and assume you guys do.
Right.
If we ever go off on a tangent,
right,
like you do the same.
Sure.
So ideally, you'd be eating a pickle right now.
I mean, you could pause this.
Yeah.
You don't have to listen to a podcast on the whole thing. Go to your fridge, get a pickle, chow down.
Oh, unless you're on the road.
Pull over.
Yeah, pull over. Right.
Just get a pickle. I mean, or don't. I'm not here to tell you what to do.
You can get a pickle. You don't have to get a pickle. You're going to be mad that we're having the pickles. If you're mad that we're having the pickles,
right,
go fuck yourself. I don't know what to say. I got to eat to live.
Right.
I think I'm going to die for the podcast.
That's right. And we've stopped eating on mic. We used to eat while we do. We stopped.
Right.
So we're very good about it. But, I'll pickle.
Speaking of dying.
Go ahead.
I mentioned this to you the other day. The other day, you told me that you have never heard this story about me before in your life.
Okay.
About the time I slept through my home being robbed.
I've never heard this.
Are you sure?
I've never heard this.
I just told this story, and my apologies, but I could have swore I told it on a podcast.
Never heard it, bud.
Okay.
Well, tell it, and if it comes back to me.
Okay, so... Okay. You ever have someone... I can't believe I didn't tell this story. If I did, I apologize. But anyway, you ever have someone bestow responsibility onto you that you didn't want and didn't ask?
Oh, it happens all the time.
You have no choice.
Sure.
Especially if it's in a moment where it's like, oh, hey, Dad, do this for me or whatever, blah, blah.
Right.
And it's just, first of all, it's like way too much responsibility.
Sure.
But even if it's not, sometimes it's like, oh, I would rather not do that. I wish you didn't put that on me. But sometimes it's like, way over the threshold of what should be acceptable responsibility. I used to work nights. I used to bartend. I used to go home 5, 6 in the morning. Right?
Right.
So I used to go home 5, 6 in the morning, have something to eat, get to bed 6, 7 in the morning. And that was my nighttime. And I used to sleep between 5 and 7 hours. And, I'd wake up. That was my clock. That was my routine for years. All right. So one time, I lived downstairs from a guy who lived upstairs. He was a New York City detective.
What? This was your old apartment?
Yeah.
The basement?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
He was a detective, this guy, right?
Wait. Okay, this is starting to tickle something to me. All right, keep going.
So I'm sleeping. I'm sound asleep, and I hear a bang at my door. And I'm like, what the heck? And I like had all the shades drawn and everything. Like it was like I had to keep the shades drawn because it gets light. It gets light when I get home.
Does this story get absurd? Like there's an absurd exchange at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I think I've heard this before.
Oh, do you think I said it on the podcast?
No. I know you haven't said it on the podcast. I haven't heard this story in years. I haven't heard this story in 10 years.
I jump up completely flustered, half asleep. and I run to the door in my pajamas. I'm in a pajama pants, a t-shirt. I'm barefoot, right? And I crack the door, like the light beams in, and it's my upstairs neighbor, my landlord.
Right.
And he goes, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just sleeping. Why? Whatever." He goes, "You didn't hear anything?" I'm like, "What?" I'm like, No. What happened?" He's like, "The house was robbed." And I was like, "What?" He's like, "The house was robbed." And I was like, "Are you kidding me? When?" He's like, "Right now." And I was like, "No." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I just came home. The front door is broken into. It's literally busted off the hinges, the front door. You didn't hear it?" I'm like, "No, I didn't hear anything. I was sleeping, you know?" He's like, "All right, let's go." He goes, "I didn't even go in yet. They might still be in here. They might still be in there. Let's go." And I just was like, "Wait, what?" And he just starts walking. He just starts walking to the front of the house. My door was in the back of the house. So I was like, oh my God, holy shit. So I just closed the door behind me. My hair sticking straight up in the air. My face probably has like lines on it. Right. My eyes are half open. I'm in my t-shirt's all wrinkly, like I'm in pajamas, barefoot.
You're no Batman.
I walk out of the house completely barefoot. The daylight hits me and I haven't even adjusted my eyes to the daylight yet. And I'm running down the driveway toward him to the front of the house, to a door that's knocked off the hinges, where there may be 1 to 100 burglars inside, like wielding weapons.
Sure.
I'm like, I don't even know what to do. And he's at the front door. He's like, "Ready?" He takes a fucking gun out from his backside.
So he's armed. He's good to fucking go.
He is a New York detective who's like a big dude too. He's a big guy, been on the job a long time. He deals with perps, all that shit, right? All that's cop stuff, you know? Perps. So
cop stuff.
He takes a gun out, right? We're at the front of his door. He goes, "Ready?" He pulls out a gun. He cocks it, right? And then he holds it just like in the movies in front of himself like this.
Right.
And he goes flying in the door, like angling the gun in every which way, like in case there's somebody there.
Right.
I'm behind him, unarmed, barefoot, half asleep in my pajamas, and I have never dealt with a perp, right? I'm like, I don't know what to do. I gotta support the violent guy. God forbid I'm in too deep now.
Right.
What if someone jumps him and they're rustling for the gun and I'm the third party? I'm the guy that has to come over and hit that guy or help free the gun. You know what I mean? I'm that guy.
You're backup.
I'm backup, but I'm like also like side up or whatever it is. It's just him. What if there's two guys? Now I'm not backup. Now it's 2-on-2.
Right.
What if there's three guys? Now I'm not backup. Now I'm outnumbered. So I'm only potentially backup. I don't know what I am. All I know is that I'm in pajamas. That's all I know. So he goes in and he's going against the wall like in the fucking movies. And he's going like this. And he's swinging it around. It's fully loaded. He's ready to. He is ready. This guy, I'm telling you right now, was like a nice guy, but he was a tough guy. There's no fucking way. He had a wife. She wasn't home.
Right.
He had a newborn. His wife was pregnant. There's no fucking way. He had every right. His door was on the floor. He has the right to carry a gun. I'm telling you right now, the guy was going to shoot somebody.
Of course.
The guy was going to shoot somebody.
Well, they train that in the academy. That's their thing. If you pull your gun, you're shooting to kill. It's not like the movies where they wing or they go to damage.
Shoot him in his calf.
No. Your gun's out. It's kill time.
Right. If someone jumps out at him, you don't think he's going to shoot that gun?
Right.
Here's another thing I'm thinking now. Let's just say there's one guy.
Right.
And he shoots him. Now I got to watch him murder. I'm in my pajamas. Like, I don't even understand.
Right.
I'm going to watch someone get blown away through the chest.
Right.
I don't want to see that shit. I've never seen that in my life. If there's two guys, I'm going to watch two murders. You know, like if one of the guys has a gun, unless there's a burglar with a gun and another unarmed burglar in pajamas, it's not a fair fight.
Like a guy who just woke.
like unless a burglar knocked on his friend's door and was like, "Yo, get up, come with me right now. I'm about to rob this bitch.
Break yourself, fool!"
And his friend was like, "What? I can't rob you. I'm half asleep." Like unless that happened, and then still yet. What if he just shoots the guy with the pajama burglar, and then I gotta fight the burglar with the gun? Like, there's way too many things going on that I don't want to be a part of right now. So he doesn't talk. So he's now speaking in like SWAT team moves to me, right? Like,
oh my God.
Like the eyes go through here, and I'm just like, all right, I'm like literally like, I'm just holding up my fist. Like, I swear to God, I'm like literally like just like this, like an old timey boxer or whatever. And he clears the first floor. He gets to the foot of his steps and he looks at me. He points to his eyes. He points up, and then he tells me to follow him. And he goes up the steps with his gun out, like just creeping up the steps. I'm 1 foot behind him.
Did he call the police? I know he is the police.
He called them already.
Okay.
But we were gonna do.
Sure.
In hindsight, he could have stood at the front door with his gun cocked.
That's right.
And I could have stayed sleeping on my couch. I didn't even have a bed.
You could have just rolled over.
I didn't even own a bed. I slept on a couch.
The famous couch.
Yeah, the couch. It's a bed couch. So I'm following him up the steps, and we get to the top of the steps. He fucking kicks a door in. Dude, it was just like the movies.
Right.
And I'm just waiting for someone to he could get killed.
Right, this doesn't excite you. There is a certain amount of people that would be like, this is awesome. This is not.
No. When you're in this moment, it's the most terrifying thing in the world.
Pussy.
No, I'm not a pussy.
Pussy.
No, Nugget, I would love to see you in this situation.
Nugget would be the man breaking into the house.
I figure you would. He's shooting a nugget on contact. I'm just telling you right now.
Shoot 1 nugget, 5 nuggets rise in its place.
Well, I don't want to be there for that.
There are not enough bullets in the world to kill Nugget. Continue, pussy.
So we're going up the steps, and here's what I'm thinking.
Right.
This is one of two. I'm either going to watch someone get murdered.
Sure.
I'm going to watch my friend get murdered.
Right.
We both are going to get murdered.
If a guy, let's say, you got to finish your sentence. I don't want to cut you off.
I'm walking up the steps, and in
if a machete comes out,
in 15 steps, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to watch him murder 1 to 10 people.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to watch 1 to 10 people murder him. I'm going to watch 1 to 10 people murder him, then me.
Right.
I'm just gonna die. Everyone else is gonna be fine. Like the guy's gonna get away with like a sweet stereo system, and somehow no one's gonna get hurt except for me. Like anything. And then I'm gonna get found in my fucking pajamas. They weren't even my best pajamas. And so he goes upstairs, he kicks the door, and he swings the gun around, and he checks every room. I'm right behind him, and he's like, all right, they're not here. Like, this guy used to do dip. You know?
Right.
He's like, all right, they're not here. I'm telling you, he used to do that.
Right, got it.
So he's like, oh, they're not here. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, as we go back downstairs, I'm fucking hyperventilating. And he's like cracking jokes. He's like, I'm fuckers lucky, you know? Go like fucking NYPD Blue and shit. And then the cops all screech and run out of the car toward the door.
Sure.
This is
absolutely
one of their own.
They announce that on the radio when they say this, like, right.
They run up and they like literally charge toward me, and they're just like, "Who are you? What's going on?" And I'm like, "No. He's with me." Blah blah blah. And they're like, "All right, what's going on?" They start running up with even though he did it all already.
Sure.
They go look around and everything, and then of course they ask him a couple of questions, and then out of nowhere, I become the number 1 suspect.
Really?
Yeah, because I was home. And he wasn't home, so they're like, well, not like we know you did it.
Sure, they're not turning on a light in your eyes.
No, but all of a sudden, they're just like, well, we have to let's ask him a few more questions.
Sure.
And again, I've now been up for like, 100 seconds? I don't even know, like a few hundred seconds, you know? So the door was busted off the fucking hinges. So the cops, like, you know, they're like, their radios are going off. They all like form a semicircle around me, and they're like, what happened?
Right.
You were the only one here. What happened? And I'm like, well,
and even when you didn't do something wrong, you still feel like, I gotta defend myself.
Oh, just like I've been writing a new joke about how, like, whenever a cop's behind me in a car,
right?
Like, everything I know about myself is doubted. Everything. Like, just because a cop car is behind me at a light or driving behind me, I'm just like, I hope there are no drugs in this car. Right. But it's my car.
There's no drugs in the car, right?
But I'm just like, I just hope I didn't do anything recently. Right. I forgot. But they turn on me and they go, what happened? You're the only one here. And I'm like, I don't know. And they're like, how do you not know? And I was like, well, they're like, you live downstairs. You had to have heard this. And I was like, well, no, I didn't hear it. And the cop's like, how can you not hear that? He's like, and he hits he's like, you don't hear that? I'm like, well, no, I was sleeping. And one of the other cops goes, sleeping? It's 1:30.
Now he's judging. He's judging your lifestyle like that's on top of everything.
I felt like all of a sudden all my insecurities about dying shifted to my insecurities about where I was in my life at this point.
Yeah, because this cop's got a pension and a 20-year career.
What my job was, if I was doing the right thing by my parents, should I be proud of myself? Like, and I felt like they also.
No.
I don't expect any encouragement from you at all.
Well, you won't get it, so you're right for once.
Oh, all right, there you go. So now I'm thinking that their interrogation might even be like they're actually smirking underneath, like knowing that when he goes sleeping, it's 1:30. These cops, they all like have this like sense of humor and stuff.
Yeah,
and like I think they were all just like laughing at me.
I like that your symbol, your physical representation of a sense of humor was you started throwing your elbows out like you were elbowing a guy next to you on both sides. You were like, they have a sense of humor.
So now I feel like they know it's not me, but now they're gonna make me answer for my lifestyle. Right. So I felt like, and don't get me wrong, like I worked at this place for 8 years. I worked hard there, and I later bought a bar because of everything that I learned there. It was like, it was a good plan B, right? Right. But I was like, well, now but I feel so stupid. I'm barefoot. Everyone in the room I was standing in everyone was in boots and had a gun in their hand.
Okay.
All right. I had on like a Gap. I had on like a Gap soft wash pocket tee.
Right.
With like Corona pants. Like Corona pajamas. And I was barefoot and my hair was like sticking up. I mean, even when someone rings your bell, even if you didn't come right out of bed, you're always like, oh shit, let me just what do I look like?
Sure.
Well, I look like a fucking idiot. Like I look like you rip someone out of their bed. And I was like, yeah, well, I work nights. And he's like, work nights? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, I bartend, I work nights, and I get home at 6 o'clock. So, like, really, like, right now, this is really my morning right now. And I'm just, like, over-explaining. I'm like, really, this is my morning right now. Like, I would, as a matter of fact, if he didn't knock on the door, I would have probably woke up, like, within 10 or 15 minutes, because I wouldn't have slept much later than this, And what I do is I get up right away, I jump in the shower, I eat something, and then I try and exercise a little, and then there's things I do, I have to run my errands, and I'm just going, and they're like, all right. Like, how old are you? I'm like, whatever I was like, I don't know. I was like, I'm 30 or whatever, and he's like, ah. And then they just, like, all, like, walked away from me, and, like, literally walked away from me. Like, they just all walked away, and they left me standing there alone. Like, not only are we not interested in talking to you anymore, but we're not even going to, like, you don't even, like, they're
You're
just
not even worth their time.
I just standing there alone.
Well, in their defense, a crime's afoot, and if they ruled you out, what are they supposed to do? Hold your hand through your life choices?
Right. But my point is, like, he was like, let's go. And one of two things. One, that's crazy that he said that to me. Right. It's crazy.
Why does he even want you as backup anyway? You're an untrained civilian.
I know. We were friends, and he was like a good guy.
Sure.
And like I would sometimes like we barbecue in the back. Like we became friends, not close friends, but like
not following you to the gates of hell.
We were neighbors, definitely, and friendly neighbors. And he was my landlord, and stuff like that. But not like. Not that. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just a mentality they have. Like, let's do this. Right. I don't know.
Well, you got it, I guess, if you're a cop.
But even if I was like had like a coat on and some shoes, right? I would have felt a little better. I could grab a bat or something. Right. But yeah, he did that to me, and then like I went from questioning my life to like my lifestyle. Like it was life to lifestyle, and I'll tell you what, lifestyle was caused just as much anxiety.
Really?
Yeah.
So you would say possibly your innocence was robbed that day. The thieves, they took more than like a VCR and a 13-inch television.
Right. These people, and I don't remember what they got away with. I think they just didn't get anything. Maybe they stole some money. Yeah. But they have no idea. Just like, I don't know if I talked about that roach that got me a ride in a Rolls Royce, but the burglars have no idea. Right. That they gave me that experience. I'm talking about 10 years, like,
right.
8
now
years
they're getting talked about on a podcast.
Right.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but I'm trying to develop that into a bit, too.
It's funny. Yeah, it's good.
But, so you remember that or you don't remember?
I do remember. Once you started telling the story, I didn't get because with you, like the broad strokes of your stories aren't the best part. It's always when you drill down and it's like the observations and the comments and stuff like that. So I just needed to be reminded of it.
What do we got?
Well, I mean, look, we're at an hour.
No, we're not.
We are.
No,
we are. We haven't even did Nugget News. You want to jump into Nugget News?
We have to do Nugget News.
We can't not do it. Even though this episode has been honey drenched,
right?
We still need to do some Nugget News. So, what do you say, Nuggets? How do you?
Let's do some Nugget News right now.
Okay.
We're gonna just quick reminders. We're on tour.
Yes.
We just check the tenderloins.com. We just announced a whole bunch of new dates.
Slew of dates.
And I think they go on sale within a couple of days. So check that on the tenderloins.com.
Right.
What else? March 7th, if you want to get tickets, we're coming with Pickles.
That's right.
One of the things I'm going to do, and I promise I'll do it after this one, is I'm going to put up the pictures. I'll send to Declan to put up from the hotel story a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And I'm going to contact Tori Wells.
Sure. That's right. We got to get her.
I'm going to do that.
Okay. Also, we should mention Declan.
Yes.
Who is our podcast guru. If you're thinking of doing a podcast, you need a microphone and you need Declan. He is at D.E. Quinn. His studio is Creaky Studios. The man's a genius. Please. I talked to him the other day and I said, you need to come up with a jingle. Much like my Pickles. I was like, you need to come up with something we could play in this show.
Yeah.
To fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would love sound, things like that. Yeah.
Right. So I guess he's working on that or not. But
and follow Pete and Sebastian.
Right.
And let them know that we gave them a shout out. We would love to have them on our podcast or vice versa.
And McClure's Pickles.
Yes. Who
is now my friend on Twitter. Give him a shout out. Maybe send some pickles our way. I'm not saying I need free pickles, but I'm just saying they won't go to waste.
Well, what we could do is they could send one of every single type that they make, and we could taste them and talk about them. We could do that.
Oh, that would be good.
Figure what's our favorites? What do we suggestions? Anything like that? We could do that.
Oh, okay. So, dear audience members, maybe reach out to McClure's Pickles on a behalf for some.
Hey, maybe we can get McClure in here.
Is there a McClure?
We'll ask him how they got into the pickle business. I'm sure it's hundreds of years old, but whoever's at the head of McClure's right now, maybe we could even do a phone interview or something like that.
That'd be great.
And we could ask them how they got into it and just ask them about their mission statement and their goals as a pickle purveyor.
Right. Pickle purveyor.
Yeah.
P squared. I love it. Okay, so there we go. Any other business stuff? Is it? Follow you at Sal Volcano. Follow me at BQ Quinn.
That's right. I think that's everything. I feel like I might forget. We'll make the call at the end.
Yeah, we'll make the call at the end. Okay. But why don't we run into some Nugget news?
Okay.
What do you got, Nugget?
Well, Atlanta is undergoing extreme scrutiny right now.
Right.
Because they had a snowfall, a very icy snowfall, but the snowfall was only a couple of inches, but I think the ice was really bad.
Right.
And Atlanta basically shut down. It's all over the news. It was handled horribly. Kids were left at home, left in schools, left on the side of the roads. People, the freeways became just a parking lot. People abandoned their cars. They said it looked like something from The Walking Dead.
That's bizarre. Where do they go?
Let's see. Atlanta shut down. Businesses, roads, governments in general. While that's generated furor among residents, the angst is exacerbated by overnight uncertainty involving many of the city's cubs. What?
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Atlanta kids are either home or headed that way. Alabama students stuck at school. 4,000 students in shelters.
Oh my God.
Dad walked 6 miles to spend the night with his daughter in an elementary school.
Well, all right. Now that's a good father.
Right.
Nobody should be mocking him, right? That's what you do. I mean, I don't know why you don't get in your fucking car and drive when there's only 2 inches of snow, but I'm sure it sounded like shit was going down.
Cars littered for miles still. Deep freeze pulls cars in. Roads are littered.
But here's the thing, that many people don't imagine. It must have been, there's probably a good reason, right?
Yeah.
That many people don't just do something unless you talk about the Holocaust.
They just said they were completely ill prepared. The government was their governor, Robert Bentley. Students may be stuck at schools tonight for a second night.
Oh my God.
And they're working on clearing all the abandoned vehicles. I'm not exactly sure how I don't know how a snowfall.
I don't know, but what is? I mean, this is Nugget news. Are we gonna? Is this? How do we feel about that Nugget?
A weak people. They are weak people. Depending on government to bail them out of 2 inches of snow.
You people of Atlanta are weak.
Survival of the fittest.
Well, what? All right. Well,
Newton's law. Grey's Anatomy.
wait, is it Newton's law of gravity?
Silence.
Okay. Yep. What would you have done?
Kill for food. On site. Immediately. I would use the snow to make a human slushy
Right.
and drink it down.
Wow. Nugget. Would you like to hear some more snow-related news?
Do we have more, Nugget?
This is a comedy piece.
Okay, Nugget.
This will make you laugh, I believe. It made me chuckle. The headline reads, More travel delays in Southeast as airports dig out. Can you think of the frustration and anger that those people must be feeling as their flights get cancelled and they spend the nights in airport away from their loved ones? Nugget finds it so delicious.
That's not funny at all, Nugget. I mean, that's...
Airlines cancelled more than 2,200 flights.
Is this the polar vortex thing still?
A comedy vortex, maybe. The airport, CNN reports, the airport most affected was Hartsfield-Jackson Atlanta International. Sal, the world's busiest.
Is it the world's busiest?
The world's busiest.
Isn't Atlanta?
Yes, with more than 1,000 flights cancelled, Sal.
Oh my God, that's right. We were just there. Nugget, that's not funny, Nugget.
All those people so upset.
First class, first world problems. Oh no. I can't get in a jet to usher me through the air. I pay premium dollar to get ushered through the air to cross the country in record time. I can no longer do that. Boo. Boo-hoo.
Oh, Nugget. I mean, you do realize it's just like people going to see their grandparents before they die. Like, there's there's human drama there.
Death is inevitable.
What's inevitable?
We cannot stop death.
No, but,
Flying to see death. Staying home to see death. Death is all around.
The last time I heard a story this funny was when that cruise ship, all the toilets broke. People had to live in their own feces.
Newsflash. Newsflash.
Yes. Yes, Nugget. Tell me the news, Nugget.
Everybody dies.
Do you know that the person you love the most will probably die before you?
Oh, my Lord. No.
And if they don't, they will live to see you die.
The minute we are born, we begin to die.
The sun's going to explode in 200 billion years. No hope of survival for anyone.
Yet Justin Bieber roams free.
Justin Bieber is a good man.
What? He's been arrested twice this week. He threw eggs at his neighbor's house, causing tens of thousands of dollars of damage. He made his friends block a public street so he could drag race while intoxicated and high on pills.
You have to admire his balls. I bet you he would have rushed into that house with that cop, Sal.
Are you saying that you're a believer?
Nugget will neither confirm nor deny.
Sounds like Nugget is a believer.
His music is shit, but his behavior is delicious.
I don't know. I used to like Bieber when he was a kid,
of course,
and he was the underdog, and everybody liked him. He was a talented kid with a you root for a good kid, you root for a positive influence. But now, I mean, growing up, I guess under a microscope, whatever excuse you want to give him, Nugget. Now he's the world's biggest tool.
Sal is a hater.
I'm not a hater.
Sal has drinking haterade today.
Oh god.
Is there any other news, Nugget? Anything else? Is that it? Is that all you have today?
The Ukraine. Here we go. The Ukraine is on the brink of a civil war.
Wow. I mean, that's sad. That's probably a lot of people going to get hurt in that. I hope that stabilizes.
We need war to instill change.
Well, we don't need war to instill change. You can protest peacefully, Gandhi's style.
Protesting is for the weak.
Okay.
Let the weak die off. Ukraine's parliament okays conditional amnesty in a special session.
Wow, that is specific, Nugget.
Former Ukrainian president warns the situation is dramatic.
Well, we don't want a civil war anyway.
No.
We don't even want to make light of that.
Back on the home front, here's another headline. Man admits giving lover abortion pill.
Oh my God.
More comedy pieces. All right, Nugget. Okay, Nugget.
That's not. There's nothing funny about that.
Wow.
There's nothing funny.
Man play funny prank. Ultimate prank.
It's like that saying. Me Chinese. He play joke. Me put abortion pill in your Coke. Oh, Nugget, come on, man. That's not. It's not even how it goes.
Like I said before, newsflash. Everyone dies, even fetus.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, guys, Nugget,
You're a bit. All right, Nugget. I'm sorry. I guess we'll just.
I mean, Nugget News is more like a Nugget, like a sociopathic rant.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
I mean, it is informative. I didn't know about any of that stuff.
I didn't
before.
know that the Ukraine was going to civil
right.
war.
So
No.
I mean, I guess we got to hand it to him. We did learn something, but I'm just shocked at his. Quite frankly, it's quite a spin on it. That's not. Was it impartial news at all?
No, that's not. That's one of the things you have to be, right? Is like you have to be impartial.
Yeah, that's right. He's not. That's not it at all. He's not. The exact opposite.
I give you the straight news. That's it. Nugget shoot from hip. Shoot you straight. You want real news? You listen to Nugget News.
Shut your mouth. Open ears. You will learn something. All right.
Jeez, you're like an evil Yoda.
Nugget. All right. Well, thank you, Nugget, for the Nugget News.
I don't need your thing.
Nope, I know you do
I do
not.
not need your thing.
Right. Okay.
Don't ever thank me again. I'd rather you say fuck you than thank you.
Okay, you got it. You got it, Nugget. Fuck you, Nugget.
Thank you.
Okay, wait, what?
Thank you.
All right, Sal, you want to wrap this up with a phone call? We'll get out of here.
Yeah, let's call Atlanta.
All right.
Right? Let's see if we can get someone over there and see how everything's fucking
If they're in a condition to answer anything over there.
I don't know. Let's just see. Atlanta area code. Every week at the end of the podcast, we dial a random number.
Right.
And it could be anywhere in the world, mostly the United States, though. And we hope that someone picks up on the other line. Oh, no one has ever called me back from last week's message.
Really?
Yeah.
People said that maybe we should leave that out. People said that we said the number and we didn't beep it.
We didn't?
Yeah. So it's out there. It's out there in the world.
Well, please leave that number alone.
Yeah.
Especially, please, if you're listeners of ours, please respect that. That was an accident.
Yeah.
Especially since they didn't call back. They have no interest in speaking to us. So we dial a number. It's a random number. We try to reach someone, somewhere, anywhere, and just have a conversation with them, see what they're about, what makes them tick, what their day was like. And this is episode, I believe, 17. We've yet to get through someone we try. So now we're going to try.
Faith is high, though.
Okay. So what do you think, buddy?
You want me to pick a state? I mean,
let's do this one. Okay.
Okay.
404. Okay. Here we go. It's ringing.
That never happens.
Hello?
Oh, hello. Hi. Is this someone that lives in Atlanta, Georgia, or Georgia?
Yes.
Hi. My name is Sal.
Hi, I'm Brian.
the two of us do a podcast. I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's basically like a radio show, but it's available to be downloaded on the internet. And it's a fun show. You can look it up on the internet, and we do it every week. And at the end of every show, we dial a random number. We just make it up. We just dial anyone. So hopefully that we can reach someone somewhere in the United States and say hello to them and interview them. And we randomly dialed your number. And in the months that we've been doing the show, we've never gotten through to anyone. This is the first time someone's ever picked up. We'll never call you back again.
This is a blocked number.
Yeah, we made it up.
We just made up a number. I just dialed any random number and you answered and said hello. That's what we do. We just try to dial any random number in the world. We just make it up and see if someone says hello and if they'll talk to us and say hi and stuff. So we don't mean to intrude at all. We can hang up right now, but we'll never, ever, ever, ever call you again. We won't give the number out. This has literally been like a lottery, and you picked up. We're super surprised ourselves. So, we're two comedians. We're on TV, and we just do a little show. It's like a fun, small show. And we're just wondering, since we got through, will you talk to us for a little bit? If you won't, please don't worry. We'll hang up and we'll never talk to you again. But
You're the comedians?
Yes, we're both comedians. Yes.
What are your names?
Sal Volcano and Brian Quinn. And we're on a show called Impractical Jokers. It's on True TV. It's on Thursday nights. Every Thursday night.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's on. It'll be on tomorrow night. It's on 10 o'clock on True TV.
Have you heard of it before?
I just Googled you and I found you.
Yes.
Wow. So we're the real deal. We're not here to harass you or sell you anything. We're just calling to talk.
So the podcast that we do, if you want to just Google that, just so you know, it's called What Say You? What Say You podcast. And it's we have some listeners and stuff, and that's exactly what I was trying to identify before. So
what is your name? What
is your name?
Maria.
Oh, Maria. Well, okay. And we tried to call Atlanta just because we know there was a big storm there, so that was like in the news. So we just pick a random area each week. So I looked up Atlanta area code and we just dialed this number, and you answered. We're in shock right now. And I'm sure our listeners will be too, because nobody ever picks up. It always just says the number you reached is not in service. So we're really surprised that you answered.
And happy. How are you?
I'm good.
Are you in Atlanta area, or are you in Georgia, or where?
I'm in the Atlanta area.
Okay. We were just there, actually. We tour as comedians, and a week ago we were in Atlanta. We played the
Tabernacle.
The Tabernacle Theater.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm just trying to validate, that we're not, that's exactly who we are and everything. So, no one's ever picked up, so I've never really realized.
We almost don't even know what to say. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
If you don't mind, would you like to talk to us and just like you could talk about anything you want or not. We could ask you questions, or you could ask us questions, or whatever you want. Are you in high school? Are you in college? Are you an adult? We can't tell.
College.
Okay, you're a college student.
All right. What college?
UGA.
University of Georgia.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's excellent. Okay, what are you taking up?
Sorry?
What are you majoring in? What are you studying?
I feel like this is a bit too personal.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Well, I mean, that's basically what we want to do, is just figure out, like, when we reach someone randomly somewhere, what exactly is going on. And how about the storm? Have you been affected by it? Like, I'm like a newscaster now.
My sister actually had friends who had to stay over at her school.
Okay.
For the night, yeah.
Was it the ice that was the difficulty, or was it a lot of snow, or?
Yeah, it was. There's only like 4 inches of snow, but like the ice, since it froze over on the road and everything.
Okay, but you're doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's change to a more fun topic. I mean,
sure.
If you don't mind, like, we just want to talk to someone. So, what's your favorite movie?
That's a good one.
I'm a big Harry Potter fan.
Okay.
All right. Which one was your favorite movie?
Can't choose.
Okay.
Because they're all kind of just a continuation of each other going on. Hey, let me ask you something. Who was the kid that grew up really hot? Like he was like Neville. Have you seen Neville Longbottom lately?
Yeah.
Yeah, that kid. You ever see this kid? Like, that's the big internet thing going on right now is he was such a weird looking kid and he grew up into like a supermodel. It's like really bizarre looking, but it's cool. Hey, man, good for that Neville Longbottom, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Would you agree? Is he did he turn into a good looking dude? I don't know who this is. I can't.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, here, you know what, Sal? You talk to her. I'll call up the before and after photo.
You look up Neville Longbottom. We're going to look up Neville Longbottom on Google right now so I can see what you guys are talking about. All right, so you're a big Harry Potter. So you like the books better than the movie, or the movies did it justice?
Gotta say, the movies did do it justice.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and you're in college, so she's probably in her early 20s, so she really grew up on Harry Potter. Like, that was, all right, he is Neville Longbottom in the movies.
Oh, wow.
I'm showing Sal Neville Longbottom in the movies, and I'm going to show him what he looks like now.
He looks very geeky.
Yes.
Okay.
And that is Neville Longbottom today.
Hey, all right, Neville. Look at that.
So he made it out. Hey, how did you feel about what happened in the end? Snape, spoilers, everyone. What happened? Snape lived, right? Professor Snape?
Oh, no, he died.
He died. Oh, okay. I forgot about that.
Oh, man.
Everybody died. And then,
Everybody died.
stay out of this, Nugget. And then Harry Potter, got married to...
Ginny.
That's it, Ginny.
You know, I'm ashamed to say, Maria and Brian, I have never seen a single Harry Potter.
Oh, they're good. They're really
you're
good.
missing out.
Yeah, so I've heard. I think I even have one on DVD. Like,
Yeah.
I somehow got it, but I never sat down to watch it.
Yeah, Gary Oldman plays his uncle, right?
Sorry?
Gary Oldman plays his uncle in the movies. Sirius Black.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's awesome in it. I know all this stuff. I'm right there with you. I like those movies.
All right, so you're into Harry Potter. Are you into comics and stuff too, or like what else are you into?
Nah.
No. Who's your favorite musicians? Or
I
just
listen to all types of music, really.
some of your favorites right now. What do you think?
One Republic is pretty cool.
Okay, sure. Those are the guys from Britain.
No, that's One Direction.
Oh, okay, One Direction.
Yeah, One Republic. Yeah.
Oh, I know One Republic.
Yeah, they got
some. Too late to apologize.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
I know that one song. That's it. Though. Okay, you get to concerts and stuff much, or not really?
Not really. Time to study, you know.
Yeah.
Well, what year are you in right now?
I'm a sophomore.
Okay.
Sophomore. Okay.
Do you dorm, or like you live on campus?
Yeah.
What's that like? What's it like being on campus in Georgia?
I mean, it's okay. We have a pretty nice campus, so, I mean, can't complain.
Okay.
Wow, you're really nice.
Thanks.
Yeah. You got to understand, we're like a little bit shell-shocked because we make a call after every episode of the podcast and no one ever picks up. And now I'm proceeding to give the lamest interview ever. I'm like, so what's your favorite color?
Well, listen.
Favorite color?
No, well, I'm just saying,
Right.
like, I'm asking the silliest questions because I wasn't prepared for you to pick up. I would love for you to just talk about, like, you know, you and what it's like. Did you grow up in Atlanta or in Georgia?
I grew up in Philly.
Oh, we're on Staten Island right now.
That's nice.
So we're very close. We've spent quite a bit of time in Philly actually.
So is the whole Philly cheesesteak thing with those like Geno's and Pats, is that is that BS? Because like a lot of times people from Philly are like, that's a tourist trap. You want to go to another place for cheesesteaks, or do you like Geno's and Pats?
I love Geno's personally.
Is Gino the one that chops up the meat, or the one that puts it out in the long form?
Long form.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Okay.
Way to go.
So you specifically like Geno's better than Pat's?
Yeah, I've tried them both.
Okay.
Nice.
People usually pick one, right?
Is there a topic or a cause that you want to let the world know about? You have a platform right now to the world. Is there anything?
I have a question.
Okay.
Oh,
great.
wow, this is awesome.
This is excellent. Okay. Great.
Oh, wait, don't get too excited.
Oh, okay.
So what is this podcast thing? So are you recording this, or?
Yeah, it's like a radio show on the internet.
Oh, so people can hear me right now?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to love you. And it's Maria from Atlanta.
Yeah, Maria. Is there anything you want to, what's the word I'm looking for? promote? You have a Twitter you want to give out? Because that's one of the big things on our show is we put out Twitter handles and stuff like that. Like anything, or you just rather keep it to yourself?
I mean, I'm okay with anything, but whatever you guys say.
Yeah, no, it's no pressure to you at all. We're just asking if there's something you want to talk about. That's all.
You're doing us a favor right now, so we kind of want to do one back for you. If you feel that's a favor.
What are your opinions on Justin Bieber?
What's that?
What are our opinions on Justin Bieber? We just spoke about him actually on this podcast.
Huh.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you, I used to like him when he was younger, and he was like a little kid that seemed talented, and you know, my nieces liked him, and you know, you kind of rooted for him a little bit when he was a kid. I remember I didn't even know who he was until Twitter. I saw Justin Bieber trending on Twitter, and I had to look up who he was. But now I think he's a little bit, I don't know. I think he's like a little bit of a douchebag, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ever since that whole incident that he just went through, I mean, his fans are going wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's hard when someone in the public eye lets you down like that if you're a big fan, you know?
Well, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
No, well, we know Nugget.
Yeah, so that's that. Well, let me see. Let me ask you a question. Well, you don't want to talk about what your major is. That's okay. How about, I don't know, what's it like growing up in Philly? Yeah.
I mean, I moved here when I was like 12.
Okay.
So, I mean, I remember like most of it, but I just remember it being really cold all the time.
Sure, cold winters.
Yeah, we're dealing with that now. It's not a lot of fun.
It's so different when you get so much snow up there, and then when you move down here, you get like 3 inches and schools are closing.
I know I think that's what the nation's reacting to, a lot of them, because like,
right
here 3 inches is like nothing, but I think it was more of the ice over there. So did you adopt any southern things like culture wise or accent wise, or like is it southern, or since you're in Atlanta it's really kind of still like mainstream city stuff?
I mean, it's pretty mainstream city stuff, but every now and then you run across someone with an accent from like South Georgia or so.
All right. Yeah, you do any?
Oh, what was the name of that pizzeria we ate at?
Oh, we ate at Mushroom.
Mellow Mushroom.
Mellow Mushroom, yeah.
You know it.
Yes. Remember that was a worldwide. That was like a worldwide.
Yeah, but they based in Atlanta.
Yeah, we ate there.
And is that place? Well, because Sal and I was shocked because it just seemed to be one big drug reference. Is that correct? Is that known for that?
I have no idea, actually.
Yeah, well, the mushroom looked like he was like a mushroom in and of itself is shrooms is supposed to be like a drug, and then the mellow mushroom was all mellowed out. He had like heavy eyes, and the whole thing was like a psychedelic place. So it was, in essence, it was a brand built on a nod to like drugs. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I mean, you know, what are your hobbies? What are your interests? Tell us if you want. Tell us a fun story or something terrific or horrible that happened to you that makes for a fun story. Anything like that? Anything going on in your life we should know about it. Your job. How do you like your job? What do? Do you have a best friend? Are you feuding with them? Anything. We're just trying to find some interesting stuff.
Oh, well, I've had the same best friend since 2nd grade.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
And it was nice because her mom got a job down in Atlanta, so she was able to move.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. That's cool. And you guys both go to UGA?
No, she had to. She's going to college at Penn State.
So you separate. Now you two like are inseparable.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Wow.
And did you guys like work there? Like, what do you do for like? Do you work or a student full time, or do you work too, or?
I mean, I would like to think that I'm too busy for that stuff, so I really just want to focus on college right now.
Okay.
That's probably smart. I think a lot of people don't do that, and it bites them in the ass, so that's probably pretty smart.
Yeah.
I worked like 4 days a week all through college.
Yeah.
And I didn't retain 90% of that stuff.
Are you in a sorority or anything like that?
No, I'm too scared of those.
Really? What scares you? What scares you about it?
The fact that, I don't know, just like the fact that everyone is one whole family and the whole acceptance thing. And
Yeah.
I don't know, it always scared me ever since I was in high school.
Huh.
Oh, like it's done too like clicky and like you don't need to. Yeah, I hear it.
I will say this: you come off very well on the phone. You're coming off as a very confident, self-possessed young woman. It's kind of nice. I'm glad we got you and not like an idiot. So.
Well, let's see.
She's a guest.
What else could we do? So you're not. All right, so you're focusing on school full time. You got your best friend there. All right. I mean, anything like any story you want to tell? Any fun little anecdote or thing from your life? Maybe like a.
Do you have like any wisdom or anything like that, or a meaningful song lyric that you want to send us out with? Like just something like give us something to end on here. Give us something like philosophical to end on.
But no pressure.
Yeah, like did your grandparents ever give you any advice? Did your parents ever pass anything down to you? You know, is there any wisdom you can help add to the world?
Well, when I was in middle school and high school, I played a lot of soccer. And my teammates always got so annoyed with me, I guess, because I was the philosopher of the team. And I don't know, whenever they found like a tough situation, I would always find an inspirational quote to give to them, and I was like a little preacher on the field.
Do you remember any of those quotes? Do you remember a single one?
I remember saying something like, "Girls, put your heads up because with your heads up high, your ponytails are high, and your cleats on your feet, you will never fail." Something like that.
All right. I love it. Keep your head up high and your cleats on your feet. It's pretty good. Well, listen, you have our info. You can find us on Twitter if you want to reach out to. If you, I understand you want to do some research and make sure we're not crazy, that we're not people who are just like trying to steal your identity and stuff like that. We're definitely not. Look us up,
sense, folks.
and then get in touch with us. You know what I mean? Like reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
Maria, right? Maria?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I mean, I guess that's you're the first person to ever pick up the phone, so you're a big deal in the world of the What Say You podcast.
Yes.
I'm very honored.
Hey, and when we come down to Atlanta to do another show, please come as our guest. We'll hook you up with the whole VIP package. We'll get you backstage. We'll get you some food. We got gum backstage. You can have a piece of that. And you come to the show. You bring some friends, and we'll have a good. We'll set you up as our guest.
For sure.
All right, cool.
All right, Maria from Atlanta. Thank you so much. Stay warm.
Right.
Do well in school. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us.
Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
All right.
Bye. Oh, there she goes.
That's it. I'm in my kitchen in Staten Island. I made a friend in Atlanta.
Nice. All right. That's it for this week's What Say You podcast. I'm Brian Gwynn.
I'm Sal Volcano.
And I am Nugget. We'll see you next week.
I heard that Rome wasn't built in a day. Then how come everyone is rushing to get ahead? And if I seem to be reserved, that's just my way. Your questions seem like you're interrogating me. Yeah, I try. Then again, I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a D next time. Okay. Here we go. I heard the lemon metaphor 4 million times, and I don't stand for lemonade, don't ask me why. And would a beverage stand be a job that be desired? And where would I get the wood, and should I try? Should I try? Then again, I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a 65. Yeah, I try, then again I don't try. I get an F for effort. I might as well just. I heard the currency don't grow like leaves on trees. Then how come my money comes and goes so seasonally? And I wish farmers planted plants instead of thieves. My friend pays a ton of green for greener groceries. Yeah, she tries, then again she don't try. She gets an F for effort. She'll plant a tree next time. Yeah, she tries, then again I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a D next time. Yeah, I try, then again I don't try. I get an F for effort. I get a 65. Yeah, I try.